How's it going? It is all the news all the time, and my name, as always, is Adam. Yeah, and yeah, we're looking at some interesting news today. It's really nice of you to come back, watch these crazy videos that we're making, and yeah, it's really nice of you. I've got my special hat on today. Can you tell we got some pirate news today? So I've got my crazy hat on, looking good. This hat is huge. It's like you couldn't walk through a door with this hat. Okay, so what are we looking at today? We've got the tour. The tour is going on. It's the 5th of November today, and the tour is in the Thousand Oaks Fred Cavalli Theatre, Thousand Oaks Civic Arts Plaza. We had a little look at that yesterday, and pretty much sold out. Pretty much difficult to get into. And tomorrow it's in Los Angeles at the Orpheum Theatre. We're running out of dates though. Look at it, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dates left. So it's the 5th, the 6th, 8th, 9, 10 and 12. So today and tomorrow, then a day off, then 8, 9, 10, then a day off, another day off. No, just the one. Good bit of maths there. And on the 12th, the final at Reno. So well, let's have a look at Los Angeles at the Orpheum Theatre. Can you get tickets? The answer is going to be no, apart from resale tickets, I'm sure. Oh, look, blue stuff. So this is the Orpheum Theatre, Los Angeles, California. And 420, that's not looking good. And let's have a little zoom in. There's actually quite a lot, to be honest. These are all sold out, as they're this weird pinky, purpley colour. They're all sold out apart from these two. 420 quid. That's a lot of cheese right there. How much are these things? 975. Yeah. What it looks like is people are just they're just making money. They've bought tickets and they're just cashing in. 200. That's not too bad. But even then, it's going to be what, three times what they paid for them. What's this? 250 out here. 79. I mean, $79. It gets you in there. There's some seats available if you are in the Los Angeles, California area and you fancy going to see Johnny Depp. And why wouldn't you? Why would you not want to go and see Johnny Depp, Jeff Beck live in concert tomorrow and be there at 8 p.m. if you are anywhere near the Orpheum Theatre and you've got $79? I would get myself down there sharpish. And I was also thinking, why not wait until, buy a ticket, obviously, and then wait until about 20 past 8. And if there's no one sitting here, that means they're not coming. They're not coming. And these people have tried to get too much profit, and no one's bought the tickets, and they're going to be sitting there with nothing. So about 20 past 8, open this app and see if there are empty seats somewhere, and go sit there. I mean, what are people going to say? So go sit there. That's what I say. So if you're up here, and there's 4 seats here on the app, I would go down there, but that's just me. And don't tell them that I told you to do this, because I'll probably get arrested. But how they're going to arrest me from America to England, that's what I say. They can't. So yeah, 165, lots of prices there. So that's going to be pretty cool. The next one is in Anaheim, in the City National Grove of Anaheim. We'll look at that later. So let's have a little look at the Google Maps of this is where you're going to be. Wow, look at this place. This is cool. This is the Orpheum Theatre. Let's have a little zoom out. Look at the size of it. Orpheum. Size of these roads. Jesus Christ, what is going on? I mean, what? This, what else is going on? Authorised vehicles only, parking over there. And you don't need to park. Just put your car here or here. There's so much room. Just park anywhere. Lynn's red Xing, ped Xing. No idea what that means. Park. You don't need to park. Just put your car. Just leave it. Just stop and walk away. That's just my theory on this. These crazy roads. Orpheum Theatre. What's going on? Outback presents Heather McMahon, the farewell tour. So you can't see her farewell tour, it's already finished. That was back in January 2022. So yeah, get yourself down to here for tonight, sorry, tomorrow. And the size of these roads, it's going to be awesome. So what else is going on? Oh, I've got a new website. Check it out. This is the new All the News website. I've got some weird domain name at the moment. All the News, allthetime.co.uk. I also own the .com version, but it keeps going to the .co.uk. I don't know what's going on with that. Got some links up here. Got my little whatever that's called, icon, logo. I've got a QR code, which doesn't make much sense at the moment because it's a QR code that links to this page. But if you're already on this page, you don't need the QR code to get to the page. It's a bit of a I'm trying to work out why that's there in the first place at the moment. All the news all the time, social media journalism, join the conversation. That's all this shenanigans here. What this website is for is to bring all the central sort of information into one place, but also act as a sort of ability to talk to businesses that are not on YouTube, because they don't look at YouTube as a sort of legitimate thing. They need you to have like a proper website. So that's basically what this website is for. It's a sort of mostly a business website to expand the channel if they don't think YouTube is like a real thing, which it is. So yeah, that's the website. Have a look at that if you fancy that. It's all good. We've got some breaking stories down here. I'm going to try and keep adding to this once I work out how everything works. And yeah, so that's the website. All the news, all the time, .co.uk, breaking stories. There you go. And what else is going on? I was looking at this story, and this was annoying me, and it was saying, not her, but people ripping her off. That's what I didn't like. And it's saying, it's from Julie Randazzo, how I was relentlessly harassed by cyber criminals pretending to be Johnny Depp. I get this so much on the channel. I see all these people, liars, scammers, thieves, scumbags, basically on the channel. They call themselves Johnny Depp, and they have a picture of Johnny Depp, and they lie to people, and they steal money, and they're just awful people. They're literally criminals. They should be literally in jail because you're stealing money. And if you went down to the bank and stole $1,000 or pounds, you'd go to jail for years. But these people steal much more than that, and nothing happens to them. It's outrageous. Anyway, what's she saying? She's saying, I will never forget my first Johnny Depp cyber criminal that is. I was on Facebook right after Johnny Depp won his defamation trial in the US. This handsome man claiming to be Johnny Depp, he's not a handsome man, he's a guy pretending to be Johnny Depp and using pictures of Johnny Depp. Approached me by sending me an amorous DM, which means direct message. It said, do not let anyone or anybody bring you down. Your happiness lies in your hands. Hold it and make use of it. Make hay while the sun shines, and you will see that life is beautiful. So he's got a quote from Johnny Depp, or he's got a quote from the internet, and he's just using that. He then asked to chat on Telegram, which is another social media chat platform, and I agreed. This was before any scammer alerts had been put out by Johnny Depp's management team, which they have now. If I had known then what I know now, I would have never agreed to chat on Telegram with a man claiming to be Johnny Depp, a man who's lying about being Johnny Depp, a man who is a thief, a man who steals money from vulnerable people. Once this criminal, that's right, got me on Telegram, his real work began via love bombing. This is it's a manipulation tactic which is used to play on women's vulnerabilities, their kindness, and their general sort of good hearts. And they find the triggers that get them hooked. He began professing his undying love, telling me he was craving to date and marry a woman like me. My new cyber love was very sophisticated in his methods. I questioned his validity, asking for proof that he was really Johnny Depp. And he made it a point to send me first scammer memo alert before it was put out on Johnny Depp's people, put out by Johnny Depp's people. So there's been a few memos put out by Johnny Depp's management team saying that Johnny Depp isn't on social media, he doesn't contact people, he doesn't ask for money, he doesn't ask for donations, he doesn't ask for meet and greet payments. Anybody asking for that online is a liar and a thief. So yeah, he made a point of sending me that memo as to prove that he was a good guy, basically. He also sent me photos of Johnny Depp on tour in Europe before they appeared online. So he's obviously quite good at looking things up. He's got good research skills, that he's finding pictures online, probably on Reddit, probably on Twitter, and you can get those before they appear online on the mainstream media. Usually mainstream media is actually quite slow in comparison. Google reverse image search, so she's quite good. This woman is quite technically advanced. She knows how to do Google reverse image searches. And that confirmed he was telling the truth, because these are legitimate photos of Johnny Depp, or in Europe. So she says, I was so in love. My primal instinct to be completely desired as a woman had been ignited. I'd found my soulmate, or so I thought, until he asked me for an iTunes gift card. Now, why on earth would Johnny Depp want an iTunes gift card from a woman? Why? What? No way on God's green earth would Johnny Depp ask anyone for an iTunes gift card. This is just a method of getting money without using the banking system, without using credit cards, so it can't be charged back, it can't be refunded. It's just a scammer's dream. These people, man. People is being generous as well. I told them there's no way I'm going to send him a gift card because he was nothing but a low-life scammer. Correct. He then threatened, you will regret it. See, that's what you get. And what else? I was drowning in disbelief as I read the words in front of me. My chest tightened around my heart and my blood began to boil. This is, she didn't send the money. Imagine if she'd sent thousands and thousands of pounds to these liars. I was drowning in disbelief. The love I thought I'd received turned out to be poison. As a result, my mind still cycles through a landscape of emotions, leaving me fragile, dazed and confused. Good Led Zeppelin album. I wake up each morning with a pit in my stomach and paralysed by fear. I struggle with the most basic daily activities over love lost that never existed. I mean, yeah, it's bad that she suffered that sort of mental anguish. It would have been even worse had she given away her life savings to these criminals. And they are criminals. They're organised gangs in different countries. They set up call centres and they just prey on the weak and the vulnerable and the lonely and anybody who's vulnerable to them. Confusion does not even begin to describe how this cyber criminal tore my heart in two. I wish I could say it ended there, but it didn't. No. After that incident, I went viral in the world of cyber criminals, pretending to be Johnny Depp. I was relentlessly hassled daily. Perhaps my first cyber criminal was making good on his threat, or maybe it was someone connected to Johnny Depp's ex. No, very much likely it was these people. Often they sell your details to other criminal gangs, and they prey on you as well. The same thing happens if you are the sort of person who gives money away to these charities. Those charities then sell your details to other charities, and then they hassle you. I mean, it's almost like these charities act like scammers themselves. But yeah, so he's selling your details to other organizations and they're trying to hassle you for money as well, because they think if someone's going to make a mistake once, they might make it again, or they think if someone's kind and considerate for this person, maybe I can rip them off as well. It's like burglary. A place that's burgled once is much more likely to be burgled twice, because they think, it's still an easy touch, I'll still go back and do it again. So yeah, nasty, vile people. To this day, I have no idea who is responsible for this cyber abuse I experienced. The endless void of cyberspace overwhelmed me, leaving me restless and on edge. Every time I looked at my phone, I was bombarded with obscene messages and threats. Some of these predators were so relentless, they tracked down my email address, asking for nude photos or money. Yeah, see, this is what the whole thing is. Anybody approaching you, saying they're Johnny Depp, asking for donations to a children's hospital, asking for money for a meet and greet, asking for cards, these gift cards of any type, they are just criminal. They're literally criminals. They literally should be in jail for years for this sort of stuff, because it's completely immoral and it's literally illegal. It literally is. One individual called me another devil in disguise, comparing me to AH. In my desperation, I messaged Johnny Depp's verified social accounts for help. That's the thing. So many thousands of people contact him every single day. He can't deal with it. He's got to go out and do stuff. He's got to be on stage tonight. He can't be sitting there going through 40,000 messages every day. But yeah, I realise these celebrity accounts are handled by their management team and most go straight into the spam folders. With no reply, I was left alone to fend off the swarm of thieving liars that surrounded me. I was left feeling lost in the dark, unheard and unseen. This lack of acknowledgement sent me further down the rabbit hole as the madness and mayhem continued. So yeah, it does get really out of hand. It was in the shadows of this lunacy I found an amazing trauma therapist who helped me see the light. My work with her has given me the strength to carry on and realise it's not your fault. It isn't your fault. These people are thieves and liars, and they're professional, and they've done it hundreds of times, and they make millions out of stealing from people. Eventually, with some persistence, I was also able to get hold of someone at Johnny Depp's management, and she could not have been more helpful. Probably Gina. She shared that they were aware of the problem, doing their best to combat it. Acknowledgement and recognition go a long way when you're being harassed daily. To my surprise, the very next day, a revised scammer alert was posted on Johnny Depp's verified Instagram account as part of his featured story. This is very good. So it does need to be sort of pushed, that, and I'm trying to make people aware of it. If I can just stop one person from being ripped off by these scumbags, then I'm happy. Then this little video has been worthwhile. But all I can say is be really cautious. No, don't even be really cautious. If they say they're Johnny Depp, they're not. They're just not. It's not Johnny Depp at all. It's Bob Jones from Lewisham or something. It's some guy trying to steal your money. So do not do it. Don't try and test them and find out whether it's true or not. It's not true. They're not Johnny Depp. I don't know how to keep saying this, but that's okay. So let's learn from this lady who really got harmed by not this guy, but by some liar pretending to be this guy. So what else is going on? Some more cheerful information and stories. What else we got? We've got Captain Jack returns in a weird way. I was reading this story going, what? What is this? Again, from Inside the Magic, they keep pushing that this Johnny Depp Pirates of the Caribbean 6 link with Disney is occurring more and more and more. So I think this is the PR group at Disney is pushing this line. So let's have a look, see what I'm thinking about. Monkey Island. I mean, you're thinking, what? Return to Monkey Island. So fans of the beloved adventure game series Monkey Island, no, not me, I never played it, were delighted when Lucasfilm announced the return of the beloved franchise, aptly named Return to Monkey Island. I never played Monkey Island, let alone Return to Monkey Island. When with many of the principal voice actors returning to Disney-owned franchise, including Dominic Garmetto as the chief protagonist and the original creator Ron Gilbert, many fans were excited to see where the latest installment would take our heroes next. Yeah, and lots of other people couldn't care less, to be honest. They just couldn't. I'm sorry I'm inflicting this on you, dear viewers, but here we are. One thing was not expected, however, was a reference to one of Johnny Depp's most beloved characters. Who's that? Captain Jack Sparrow. Ever since the Washington Post op-ed, oh my God, how many times am I going to read this? Published by Yabba, relations have been rocky between Disney and Johnny Depp, to say the least. To say the least. Depp's legal team has even stated that the actor lost out on $22.5 million because of the scandal. More than that, to be honest, in terms of all the rest of it. Disney was quick to sever ties. Yeah, they were quick to sever ties with no evidence, with literally no evidence. At all, with Depp, as was Warner Brothers, which distributes the Harry Potter spin-off series Fantastic Beasts, Grindelwald. But this new reference may speak to his return to the world of pirates, or at least acknowledge the actor and character's survival at the House of Mouse. Yeah, there you go. So let's have a little look at this bizarre bizarre computer game. Just like its predecessors, Return to Monkey Island is a point-and-click adventure game where the players must solve puzzles in order to beat the game. And there's a reference to Johnny Depp in this little weird section. It says the reference comes from doing one such puzzle in which the protagonist, this guy Brush Threepwood, I don't know either, is exploring the Museum of Pirate Lore, brilliant, to find that it's filled with artifacts from his own previous adventures, basically a museum of Easter eggs for die-hard fans. And here we've got a little quote by someone. It was used by a certain well-known Captain Jack Sparrow, in a daring escape from a Turkish prison. So I think that's brilliant. Clicking on a coffin and or hanging from the ceiling, is that what you have to do? You click on all sorts of stuff. Prompts the curator of the museum to tell you how it was used by a certain well-known captain escaping a Turkish prison. So you've got two references there. The first to Captain Jack Sparrow, and so fans will remember the return of Captain Jack when he bursts out of a coffin offshore from a Turkish prison. And the second is a callback to the second instalment of Monkey LeChuck's Revenge. There's obviously three of these things, none of which we care about, to be honest. I just don't. I tried, but no. You might say, but this is just a mere bagatelle, a mere soupçon. Why are we giving it such weight and meaning? Well, with many rumours circulating about Depp's return to the franchise, many fans are hopeful that nods like the one discussed in this article confirm these suspicions. You only have to look at other comparative actors, like Gina Carano, for example. There have been little to no references to Cara Dune, who is the character Gina plays in The Mandalorian. So there's been no references to that in any Star Wars or Disney media since she was fired from Lucasfilms. However, Depp's jaunty pirate consistently shows up on screen at theme parks and in games. So is Disney making a statement? We are wondering ourselves. Here is the some form of trailer or advertisement for this game called Return to Monkey Island, and you can click on various things. You get some this guy saying some words, and there's a trailer over here you can watch. This is the sort of artwork for the game. They do seem to be very excited about all these people coming back, as if we know who they are. They're very keen to tell us all their names. What are marketing related crimes? No such thing, they're saying. So there's some screenshots over here, and you can look at all this should you be interested. It's got a weird art style, sort of cartoony. Is that the Konami code? I do not know. Let's have a little look what goes on. So there you go. You can play Return to Monkey Island and let me know how it goes, because I've got no great interest in that. I was looking at this as well. It was from the real Laura B, and really nice. It was saying, I got to meet Johnny Depp. Brilliant. He was lovely. We chatted for nearly an hour. So kind, articulate, funny and sweet. He is amazed at the people who have taken time from their lives to speak up for him. All of you are warriors, and he's still blown away. He said he will never forget us all. So we've got a nice picture of Laura B with Johnny there, and that's lovely. She's got the Hedy Lamarr t-shirt on, which is really nice. So I think this necklace was this one with the leaf-shaped arrows was given to him. I think that's really nice. And what else is going on? We've got a nice t-shirt signed, my dearest Laura, I thank you, I worship your courage and your heart. Nice little signature. You remember those t-shirts that were sold at the it was the wildlife park for the badgers? So random, this place. They sold, I think they sold for £3,000 each for a signed t-shirt. That's about everything today. I have a little summary going on. The tour is continuing at Thousand Oaks and Los Angeles tomorrow. You can buy tickets. They're pretty expensive though. It's going to be at the Orpheum Theatre. Latest news, new website, and don't get hassled by criminals. And there's a new weird monkey related game with Captain Jack. So let me know your thoughts, and remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys later.